If you've ever opened high level and immediately felt overwhelmed, you are not alone. Most people think the problem is the software, but it's not. The real issue is that nobody teaches high level the way businesses actually work. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to approach high level as a beginner, what to focus on first and what to ignore, and how to build your first real system without trying to learn everything at once. High level is an all-in-one business operating system. It combines things that used to be separate tools: CRM, calendars, email, text messages, forms, automations. So if you try to learn it feature by feature, you will always feel lost. The right way is to learn it flow by flow. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to walk through this together. Let's go. All right, so when you log into high level, you are going to see a lot of tabs here on your left-hand side. Ignore most of them for now. Like, seriously, ignore them. A business doesn't run in tabs, it runs in sequences. So before we touch anything, I want you to lock in on one question. And here is the only question that matters as a beginner. What should happen after someone contacts my business? If you answer that clearly, high level suddenly makes sense. For most service businesses, the flow is simple: lead, conversation, appointment, outcome. Everything we built today supports that flow. As a beginner, there are only 3 things you need to set up first, not 10, not everything. 3. And those 3 things are going to be: number 1, your calendar; number 2, your form; and number 3, your follow-up workflow. Let's build each one together. All right, so starting off with calendars. So we're going to go right here on the left-hand side and click on calendars. A calendar defines what next step someone can take. This could be a consultation, a discovery call, or any conversation starter. So in that calendar, what we're going to do is come up here and click on calendar settings. Once we have that, you're going to come over here and click on new calendar. We're going to click here on personal booking. There are a bunch of options here, but right now we're just focusing on this one, which is the most simple, which allows you to schedule one-on-one meetings. And so when somebody wants to have a consultation or a discovery call, we're going to use this one here. All right. Now what we're going to do, number 1, you're going to just name the calendar. So you could choose something generic for now. Let's say discovery calendar. So after we add our calendar name, we can add a description here. In the description, it could be something just pretty much to talk about what we're going to be going over on our call. Like nothing in great detail, just pretty much, it's a discovery calendar. So it could be something like, dive into your business to learn more about services you offer and see if we're a good fit. Something along those lines. It don't have to be too in-depth, but also it don't have to be too generic. So for here, I'm just going to just type something, just a little gibberish, just to keep it going. Like I said, I'm not optimizing this. I'm just making it functional. So that's the goal here. All right. Team member, testing. Meeting durations, which you're going to set, right? So if your meetings are 30 minutes, if they're an hour, if they're 15 minutes, whatever that's going to be, you could choose it, change it here. So if you go to hours, you choose hours here. Other than that, you got minutes. So I'm just going to keep it at 30 minutes just for example purposes. Click confirm. Now you have the link and an embed code to use your calendar, right? But we're going to just take it a couple steps further. So go down here to the discovery calendar, hit this little pencil icon to edit it. Now, so we already have our title, our calendar name, we already have our description. All right, everything else stay like that. Availability. So this is where we're going to click to change our availability. So click on there. I'm going to click edit the schedule. And now this is where you can choose your availability. So if you're only available on certain days, you can make sure that those days are the only days that are checked. If you're available every day, you can choose every day, whatever your time slices are. So I'm going to keep this at Monday through Friday, and I'm going to just change this to 9 a.m. and we're going to go to 5 p.m. And if you have different availability on different days, you can make that reflect here as well. So I'll go here Tuesday, 11 a.m. till 3 p.m. Wednesdays, 9 a.m., 5 p.m. Thursdays, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. And then Fridays, we have it at 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. Once you have that, so we'll hit save. Now we have our avail. So now what we did was we named our calendar, we added a description, and we added our availability. Now, of course, there are more steps you can take here. Like I said, we're not optimizing this here. We're just making it functional. You can add a logo or picture and so on and so forth. But I'm just going to keep it simple for now. So hit save. All right. Oh, I'm going to change the slug here. So slug is pretty much like your calendar URL. So basically this discovery calendar, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. All right. Hit save. Now our calendar is set and ready for us to share. So if I click this back button here, and then I go down to the calendar, so discovery calendar, I hit this share calendar button. I go here to my permanent link. I could copy that link. And now if I open up a new tab, I paste it here. Now that calendar is here, shown, right? Of course, I didn't add a description. Like I said, this is just for example purposes, but you can add your description here as well. And this is what the calendar looks like. So if someone comes in, choose their time, they can fill out this information, they can book a call, right? So that's step 1. All right, now next, the second thing, forums. Now forums are the trigger point. This is where interest becomes a lead. All right. So I'm going to show you how to set up a forum. So we'll go back over here, go back. We're going to scroll down to where it says sites. We're going to come up here all the way over to where it says forums and click on builder. Then you click add forum. Now you have the option here to start from scratch. You just kind of build something from scratch, just drag and drop. Or you could choose from one of the over 1,000 templates that GoHighLevel has for you to choose from. All right. And so we go with templates just to keep it simple. Click continue. Now, of course, you can choose really detailed forms that asks a lot of questions and gets a lot of details and data, depending on what your goal is for your form. For what we're going to do, we're going to just create a simple opt-in form, right? We just need basic information, name, phone number, email, right? We're not looking to do too much extra stuff here. So what we're going to do is, I actually got one better for you. Instead of choosing the actual template, I'm going to go back and we're actually going to go ahead and just choose a blank form to start from scratch. All right. So let's keep it simple. It'll also show you, if you needed to, how to build a form from scratch without having to use a template. First thing I like to do is come up here and name the form. So I'll just go up here and delete this. If you call this discovery form, just keep it consistent with the name we created for the calendar. And then here, you have already here, name, first name, last name, phone number, email, right? And then you have these consent boxes, which I'm going to delete for now, right? As well as the privacy policy and terms of service. You can always add those things in there, but if this is one on your page, your website, or your funnel, then you most likely already have a privacy policy or terms of service at the bottom of the page. So I'm going to delete that here. Now we have first name, last name, phone number, and email. So what I want to do here is, see this little asterisk here? This is letting us know what's required, right? So I want to be sure that people have the ability to opt in with as little friction as possible. So what I want to do is I want to come up here, I want to click here. Now first name, click here, this little settings button. It's definitely going to be required, right? We need the first name, right? Guaranteed. Last name, we don't need as much, it's not important. Now, only way I would keep phone number as required is if you had to have the number to call them or reach out to them. Like there was a phone consultation or something like that you needed from them. A lot of times you get this information later. You want to keep this as simple as possible so they can just opt in, right? So a lot of times I'll just click here and I will unmark this as required. So if they choose to give their phone number, great. But if not, then it's not a big deal. But I do want the email. Email is necessary, right? Now the button here, click on the button, hit this little settings button here. We're going to change the name of the button. So you can use whatever words you want, whatever call to action. I'm just going to keep it simple for example purposes only, and you name it submit. All right. And then I also want to change the color of the button. So I'll go here. I don't want this green. Say I want it blue or red or whatever. Let's go ahead and choose the color. All right. Now this is fine for me. We'll hit save. All right. Now this is a simple opt-in form. Nothing fancy. We could come over here if we wanted to add a logo up here, or a picture, or other type of stuff. But this is just to keep it simple, right? We don't need all these different fields. We don't have to have a bunch of questions. We don't need 20 questions. The goal is conversation, not interrogation, right? So we want to get them into our pipeline so we can go ahead and get to that next step of serving them as a client, right? So now that that's done, we're going to move to the next step. All right, now we have created our calendar and we have created our form. Lastly, let's go ahead and create an automation. Let's build a workflow so this can all come together. All right, so we're going to click this back button here. Then we're going to come over here to our left-hand side, click automation. Now, this is where beginners get scared, and they shouldn't. A workflow is just a checklist. The system follows every time. All right, so now let's go ahead and build this workflow. So we're going to create workflow. We're going to start from scratch. We have templates here, but we're going to just build this one from scratch. So this way you'll know how to do it and create your own workflow. All right. So here's start from scratch. Once this loads up, so I want to enable autosave. So I'll step for autosave. Now we're going to just come here, click and change the name. All right. So I'm going to call this discovery call, workflow. What's that all caps stars? All right. All right. So now we got that named. What we want to do is add a trigger. Okay. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Now this trigger is going to be form submitted. So we're going to type in the word form, click on form submitted. Then we're going to click here, add filter. We're going to select form is. Now we're going to search for that discovery form. There it is. All right. Now we got that. We want to save the trigger. All right. Now, the next step we're going to do is send email. So we're going to type in email. All right. Action name, keep his name as email, or you can name it something else, but let's keep it as email. From name would be from your business name or your personal name, however you want this email to come. So I was just put in Rahim Samad from email, Rahim at Smart Impact Media.com. Subject field, whatever the subject is. So this will be like a confirmation for the person who submitted the form. So you go confirmed. We received for inquiry. Now you can write whatever you want. This is just for example purposes, as mentioned before. All right. Now create email. I'm going to do a quick compose. Here we're going to say hi and use a custom value. So we're going to address the person by their first name. So we're going to go contact, click first name, comma, enter. Now it's going to automatically populate that person's name. So their name's John, it's going to say hi John. Their name's Mary, it's going to say hi Mary. Right? All right, so now you have the custom value there. So now it's going to address them by their first name. Right? So now you can type in your body of your message. So it could say something like, hi, such and such. Thank you for reaching out. We received your inquiry. One of our team members will be in touch with you shortly, or maybe you might want to send your calendar link here, right? So now you might say, hey, thanks for reaching out. We received your inquiry. one of our team members will reply to you shortly. If you're looking to book a consultation, discovery session, here's the calendar link here, and so you'll paste that link that we looked at earlier. Click here. Now, I didn't type the whole message, right? You get the point, but just to show you as an example, right? So then we go in there, we paste the link. You can have it open in a new window, save. So now you have your message, whatever your message is here, right? I'm not typing the whole message out, but you get the point. And then we put click here, and then now save. So what that does is it's going to, once a person submits this form, it's going to automatically trigger this email to go out to them. It's going to send them an email, and that email's going to have the message, whatever you put in there, and it's going to have that link for them to go ahead and book their discovery call. Or if you don't want that flow, it doesn't have to work that way. It'll just be an email confirming that you received the information, and somebody will reach out soon, or whatever next step you want that to be, right? So that's pretty much how you're going to have that. So then now you're also going to add plus button and just put SMS. Now if you want to send a person a text message as well, same thing. So now we add that here. The message could say something similar, hi, and same thing, custom value, contact, first name, comma. And since it's a text message, it could be a lot shorter, right? So you might say, this is such and such from whatever your business is, reaching out. Here's a link to download. Here's a link to book your discovery call. Something really simple like that, right? And then to have the opt-out message. You don't have to type that here; they'll automatically be there, right? And that's pretty much it. So once you're gonna do there, you're gonna hit save action, right? Now, this is all ready to go. But we're gonna hit publish. We're gonna hit save. So now this workflow has been activated, right? Now we can take it a step further. You can add them to a pipeline. We'll talk about that in other videos. But right now, this is pretty much just kind of getting you started to show you how easy it is to go ahead and start building out these systems. One tool one feature at a time that's necessary and relevant to your business that doesn't lead to overwhelm or burnout. So now let's do this as an example. We're going to go back and we're going to go to sites, forms, and discovery form. And I am going to hit preview. So now this form pops up. It's on your website. Person comes in, puts their name in. So Rahim, Samad, phone number. All right. And then my email here. And then I hit submit. And there's a real number. Okay. So yeah, a more realistic number. Hit submit. They get a message here, and you can also customize this message as well. It says, we appreciate your feedback. Thank you for taking the time to complete this form. But if you want that message to say something different, I'll show you what that looks like, right? So now I sent that out. Let's go ahead and find my email. Here's that email. Confirm receive your inquiry. Hi, Rahim. My little gibberish message I created in there. Click here. This be the calendar link. We click there. Now we're at the calendar, and that's pretty much the flow, right? And that's how you do that from beginning to end, from creating the calendar, creating the form, creating the automation. Now, this one simple flow helps your business to run automatically without having any need for any manual input in that booking process. The person went to your website, they were able to go ahead and click on the form and put their information in there, and they automatically got an email follow-up sending them a link to your calendar to push into that next step, right? And lastly, I'm going to go back in here, and I'm going to show you where you can how you can customize this message here once the person submits the form. So we go here, we click on the form, we click discovery form, and then what you're going to do is you're going to click on settings. And right, it says message. We appreciate your feedback, whatever. So now here, you come here, you can just type whatever you want. All right. So whatever your message want to be, you just type it in there. You can tell them to check their email. If they don't see it within 5 minutes, look into their spam or promotions folder, just as an extra security precaution, just to make sure that they received the email. And then you hit save, and then now you're all good with that, right? Now, some other videos will go a little bit more deeper into pipelines and how this all connects, as well as some other automations and things like that. But for now, I just want to keep it simple for you so you don't be overwhelmed. And you can see exactly how this can work in your business and how you're able to go ahead and start building out your systems without being stressed out. If you are new, please ignore advanced automations, AI features, complex funnels. Those are multipliers. If your foundation is weak, automation just scales chaos. The fastest way to learn high level is not watching more videos. It's building one simple system like this, testing it and improving it. That's when everything clicks. If you want to follow along and build this yourself, I've linked a free 30-day high-level trial in the description below, and it gives you access to the same platform that I use. So listen, my advice to you, start simple, build one system. That's how high level stops feeling overwhelming. If you found this video valuable, do me a favor and like the video and subscribe to the channel. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you.